some of the highlights from the launch, the middle, and the money rounds. They are brought to you by Balance of Nature. And in the launch rounds, it was rounds 5 and 7. And those were some of the cleaner shots.
Marvelous Jarvis.
He would come back to have a big say in the money rounds, and Corey Cadd getting some shots in there against DeAndre Pettis. He controlled the action. He dictated the pace in his 10-9 win. And then in the middle rounds, you fast forward to round 10 because Latia Williams did some serious damage here against Maria Hernandez Rodriguez.
And when you look at Phoenix winning a one-point fight, it was very important that they quote-unquote held Latia Williams to a 10-9 here, because this had all the potential in the first minute to a minute and a half of a knockout as she was pouring it on. But Phoenix able to hold off, and that would come back to be a big point later on.
Yeah, think about it this way. If Rodriguez's cheek doesn't open up and bleed, what are we saying now?
We're saying, hey, that was a possible knockout the other way still with Latia Williams.
Hernandez in his TCL debut, knocking down Bryce Blackwell later on in the middle rounds, and then in the money rounds, it was rounds 23 and 24. Marvelous Jarvis still at it in what ended up being a 10-8 round on a questionable actual knockdown, but by the letter of the law, I guess it is a knockdown.
Yeah, well, yes, and then when you look at it in fast motion, you're like, wait a minute, that doesn't look like a knockdown, it looks like a pushdown. When you slowed it down, you get a little bit of a different view, but still very borderline. And so for Phoenix, it's good that they survive this type of a situation, because that was cheap. A lot of the knockdowns tonight were not standard variety.
And then the one that decided it all, again, tied going into the final round of the entire event. Charles Pugh, Adrian Taylor. Taylor took the first round earlier in the fight, much to the chagrin of Charles Pugh. It was a toss-up. This one pretty close as well, but Pugh doing enough to get his hand raised.
He was tired in that final minute. He was tired when he landed the big punch, the decisive blow in the final minute. So he basically just able to hustle and able to get one more shot in.